Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Career Conversations. I am joined today by Mal Griffin, the Vice President of Digital Health at InspireHealth. Mal is also an SFU alumni and graduated with a Bachelor of Business Administration. Hi, Mal. We're going to hop
Hi,
right
Annika.
into our first question, which is tell us a bit about you and your current role.
Well, hi, Annika, and good morning. It's great to see you, and really thank you for the opportunity to talk a little bit about my career this morning. So thank you.
Of course.
So my current role is the Vice President of Digital Health, and what that really entails is all things with respect to information technology in healthcare. So it goes from the support and implementation of medical devices to the implementation and support of clinical information systems, business information systems, and also the responsibility for data and analytics within the health authority. So.
Right. And you mentioned you graduated with a business finance major. How did you decide to move into the world of healthcare?
Well, it was an interesting journey. It actually happened a little bit by accident. I was studying, as you mentioned, I was studying business finance and wanted to go into investment finance. And at the time I graduated, things weren't so great on the market. So I started looking at other opportunities and had, as part of my career studies at SFU, I actually had the opportunity to take a number of computing science courses. So I think it was about 3 credits short of a minor in computing science. And so I was looking around Burnaby and New Westminster area at this time and looking for jobs in the Lower Mainland. And I happened to see a job at the Fraser Health Authority. Back then it was called Fraser Burrard Health Hospital Society. And it was an IT position supporting financial systems. So I applied for it, got the job, and that's where my career launched. It was really exciting.
And what is it like working for a health authority while having a background in business?
Yeah, it's a great question you ask, Annika. The interesting thing, and not everybody would find this an obvious reaction to working in a health authority. Most times we think about health authorities as clinical people delivering care to patients, which is our core business, and that's what we do. But much of the health authority's operations are supported by people with business backgrounds and business education. We have a really sophisticated financial department in Interior Health that governs and oversees the implementation of many large capital projects in terms of measured in terms of hundreds of millions of dollars. We're a $2.8 billion organization. That's how much we have as an operating budget every year. So finance and business is really an important part of supporting health authority operations. There's a whole host of positions that one could take in a health authority where a background in business would actually really benefit the individual should they come to work here. So I would say don't ever rule out a health authority, because you never know, there might be some really interesting work. And what I found throughout my career that has been a real benefit is having the opportunity to move from one position to another. Although I spent much of my career working in information technology and information management, I had the opportunity to oversee the operations of the laboratory services in the health authority, diagnostic imaging and pharmacy, and then also I was asked to take on responsibility for HR. So I'd spent 6 years in HR in the health authority, and then returned just this last September to what was formerly information management and information technology, and now it has the umbrella of digital health. So lots of opportunities for people to learn and grow and develop their career.
Our last question for you is, do you have any tips for students who are starting their job search? And how would you recommend someone find a role they're interested in after graduating?
Yeah, so when you're starting to look for a job, the first piece of advice I would say to you is always be open to things that maybe aren't in your core, in your wheelhouse, if you will. you might be surprised that sometimes that jobs don't look like they might be really aligned to what you want to do. But if you do a little bit of investigation, you'll find that maybe there's something you could learn there. And if I would say the best piece of advice for anyone is to make sure that you find an opportunity where you can apply your learning and continue to learn, because life is all about learning. We start our careers with a really good basis of education from SFU as an example, but we're never stopping to learn throughout that career. So take the opportunity to explore whatever's available, and even if it isn't quite the right fit necessarily initially, it's that opportunity to get into starting your career. And none of us actually have to stay in that role forever. So if you think about years ago, when my parents' generation, it was often you had one company you worked for and you spent your entire career there. And maybe to a lesser degree, my experience as a boomer X, so somebody on the bubble between boomer and Generation X. But today, most people are looking for an opportunity that gives them maybe a couple of years of experience, and then they're going to move on to something else. And I think that's just brilliant, and it's a wonderful opportunity for people. And as I've told my own children, I have 3 boys, make sure you take opportunities to learn whatever you do, learn something new. And the broader your range of expertise and knowledge is better for you as you take on that next opportunity. Because in the business world, we're looking for people with a diverse background, diverse experience, and diverse thinking. And taking jobs that stretch us and make us take us out of our comfort zone often are the best things to help us build that range of experience. So that would be my advice.
Well, thank you, Mal, for sharing your story and insight with us today. That was really great.
Thank you, Annika, and best of luck to all the students who are nearing graduation. You're in a great place now because we're about to embark on a journey where there's lots of opportunities, and it's a great time to be starting your career. So congratulations and thank you.